Hey, what's up, homeboys and homegirls? This is Eric Shannon, also known as the young man with the sexiest hair in all of Philadelphia. I'm making this video because a question I get all the time is who do I use to outsource my hubs and Squidoo lenses and all that stuff? And I used to send people directly to a few different people, but the feedback I was getting is that nobody really understood what they were going to be getting, and there was too much back and forth before anything got started. So the people I use kind of wanted me to streamline the process a little bit, so I'm going to make this quick video. It should be a couple minutes long, explaining exactly if you're going to use them, here's what you're going to get. All right, so I'm going to bust into a PowerPoint thing right now to give you a better idea. If you'd like, the contact info for these people, if you're watching this on YouTube, is up here on the top right of the page. But please watch this before you contact them. It'll save yourself some hassle. All right, I suck at PowerPoint, so I didn't put a whole lot of effort into this, but you'll get the idea. Um, so a lot of you watching this probably saw the webinar I did in the StomperNet thing about hubs and Squidoo lenses. So this might be a repeat for some of you, but I'm just going to go over it real quick. Squidoo and Hubpages are great for link building. My opinion, if you're spending a lot of your own time on it, you're not doing something smart. It's pretty dumb in my eyes. The beauty of Hubpages and Squidoo lenses is that you can just shell out a couple bucks a month, automate it, and get links to the pages that you want to continuously link to, and be over and done with it. So a couple key points about Hubpages and Squidoo. The only thing that matters for what we're doing is the links. These are not designed to drive traffic to your sites. We don't care about that for this. You're not going to try to get these pages to rank for any specific keywords, so we do not care about the subject of the article. As long as the article is related to your broad market and it doesn't look goofy to put your anchor text keywords in it, beautiful. That's all we want to do. So if you're agonizing over the titles and your main goal is to build the rankings of your own sites, not smart. You shouldn't be doing that. This is a really easy way to consistently throw links at your important URLs. Like if you have 10 pages on your site, for example, that you continuously want to shoot juice at, this is a perfect way to do it. It's totally set or forget if you set it up right. If you're the one picking out your article titles, if you're the one actually posting this stuff, that's bad. You don't want to do that. So I'm going to recommend two people that I use to do a lot of my hubs and Squidoo lenses. I'll just tell you a little bit about each one of them real quick, and I'll give you the contact info at the end. Diana Barnum, I've used her in different capacities for the last 3 years. She has a really big team based out of Ohio. She does a lot of my hub pages, a lot of my Squidoo lenses. I've also used her for things like score, article writing, but she's really good at doing hub pages and Squidoo lenses. You don't need to give her much direction. Just give her your keywords and you're all set. And the same thing for Joe. Joe is somebody I've known personally for about 15 or 16 years. We used to work at the same nursing home together in high school. And he actually works with me in my office on my main business, doing a lot of my link building and SEO work. But he also has an outsourcing business on the side. He's built up his own little team of people across North America that he uses. So you can use either one of these two people. Diana, I recommend if you're going to do, if you have a bigger budget. She has a very big team and a lot of clients, so she's really only looking to do the bigger sort of packages. Whereas Joe, this is a side business for him. He only takes a couple clients at a time, and he's okay with taking the smaller guys. All right, so if you're outsourcing your hub pages or Squidoo lenses, here's the ideal. Here's what you want to get. You really want it to be 100% hands off. So again, like I said, if you're picking out your articles and posting them yourself, or even if you're getting them piecemeal, a lot of people buy the articles from one person, then they hire somebody else to do the publishing. That's a waste of time. It's too many people. You want one person that's just going to do the whole thing for you so you don't have to worry about it. With hub pages, you probably know that if your hub score, or the score for your profile is below 75, the links are no followed, which makes it worthless. So you got to do things like comment on people's hubs and rate them, blah, blah, blah. You don't want to worry about that yourself. You want somebody else to do it. Same thing with the research and the subjects and topics. And the other thing is you need somebody who understands SEO a little bit to know that you don't want to use the same exact anchor text for the same links all the time. Like for example, if you want to rank for lawn chairs, you don't want every link to just say lawn chairs. You want it to say things like, free shipping on lawn chairs if applicable, or great selection of lawn chairs, or black lawn chairs, or whatever it might be. You want to vary that up a bit so you maintain a more natural link profile. So if you use one of these two guys, here's what you're going to get. You're going to buy them in sets. So you have an equal amount of hubs and Squidoo lenses. So if you get 10 hubs, you're going to get 10 lenses too. You're going to get the total maintenance of the hub activity. So there'll be dealing with that for you. They'll make sure that your score is over 75 so that your links are always followed. You're going to get consistent links to your URLs. When you sign up, what they're going to ask you to do is give them a spreadsheet of the base anchor text and the corresponding URL. You can give them as many or as little as you want to, and then they're going to randomly pick from that list when they're putting links in your hubs. They're also going to make them look really nice. There's going to be images inserted into each one. It's not going to be just flat out text. And also, so it looks more natural, there's going to be links to non-competing sites inserted into each hub. So there might be links to your own site, might be a link thrown in there to Wikipedia or about.com or something like that, so that not every single link points to your site, because that just looks kind of cheesy. Plus, they're going to select all the topics and subjects for you. You're going to tell them your broad market. So if, for example, it's, if you sell lawn chairs, you're going to get articles related to anything having to do with outdoor decor or outdoor stuff or whatever. As long as the topic makes sense to stick your links into, you're good. All right, so just a couple more details on the actual packages. So obviously the content is written for you too. It's all done by US writers, so this is not farmed out to India or the Philippines or anything like that. Everything is going to be Copyscape approved, 400 or so words per article, give or take a couple, and all the topics selected for you. Each hub or lens will have 2 links to your own site, at least 1 image, and at least 1 link to a non-related website like I just talked about. For each hub, they're going to tag it 5 to 10 times with different related keywords. 1 to 2 comments on other people's hub, 1 to 2 thumbs up on other hubs too, and they'll also become a fan of other hubbers, which all that stuff is going to make sure your score is over 75. And again, like I discussed earlier, all the anchor text will use modifiers, so you keep a more natural looking link profile. All right, now this part is important. It's important not only to Diana and Joe, but it's important to me too. If I'm sending you to them, you better not be a pain in the ass. And what I mean by that is use these guys if you trust that I know what I'm talking about. If you're watching this, you probably know me to some extent. And if you think I know what I'm doing, then just trust me on this. I mean, the package is what it is. I instructed both Joe and Diana that if anybody starts sending me emails like, wow, I think this keyword would be better for this article, or can you pick a different image, any of that stuff, I told them to just kick your ass out, refund your money, and be done with you, because neither one of them wants to deal with it, and I don't want to hear any whining either. The package is what it is. Just trust me. It works for me. It'll work for you. That's all you really need to know. You want it to be hands-off. You don't want to be nitpicking over hubs and Squidoo lenses. It's just not that. It's not going to do you any good. All right, now here's the specific contact info. Like I said earlier, Diana has a bigger team, and she does this full-time. So she's looking for the people who are serious about doing this on a monthly basis at a pretty decent level. She's doing 20 and 20 for $4.99 a month. And you can get all the other details. If you go to that link right there, the page for this particular package is buried on her site, so this will link directly to it. You can see all the details. Joe, again, will work smaller packages. You can see right there, those are the 2 that he'll be willing to do for you. So the best deal unit-wise is with Diana. It comes out to about $12.50 per published hub or lens. With Joe, depending on if you do the 10 or the 5, it's either going to be 15 or 20 per, which is still a pretty good price considering that all this stuff's taken care of. All this stuff's taken care of besides just the content. Joe doesn't have a website or anything. Just email him at that email address right there. And that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions and you know me personally, you can email me, but you don't need to. It is what it is. Contact these guys. It works for me. It'll work for you too. So later.